Good evening, Tennessee Valley. You're watching News 19 at 6.
Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty for one of two men charged with killing 7 people in Falamosa Springs in 2020.
Investigators have called it the worst murder case in Morgan County history. News 19's investigative reporter Dallas Parker joins us live from Morgan County. And Dallas, you've been in court all day. What can you tell us?
That's right, Tamika. The prosecution opened its case today talking about the terrible toll on the victims, and jurors were told some of those victims were shot as many as 16 times. Now, the defense opened its case with a surprising argument. Defense attorney Carl Cole told the jury that Frederick Rogers was guilty of capital murder and that he expected him to be convicted, but he told the jurors that it's up to them to decide how his client dies, whether that's by the death penalty or life in prison from natural causes. Now, the state called its first witnesses today. The witness list started at the beginning with the shots fired call and the scene that followed. The first witness was the woman who called 911 to Toluca Road that night. She lived nearby and testified gunshots in the area she lived in were not uncommon. But the woman said that night the number of gunshots she heard coming from the house on Toluca Road was alarming. 2 then Morgan County deputies who responded that night also testified today. Former Deputy Vernon Luzier said he had responded to shots fired calls at that house prior to that night, but he said when he approached the house, what he saw this time let him know that this was not his typical county shots fired call. Now, Luzier testified he saw male bodies lying in the garage and at least one of those corpses was on fire. Jurors saw body camera footage from Luzier as he and a second deputy moved through the scene in the house. After lunch, jurors were shown multiple crime scene photos. A crime scene investigator went through dozens of graphic pictures, in some of which victims had been burned. Now, as some of those photos were being shown in the courtroom, I looked over at Frederick Rogers and I noticed that he was looking away from the screen. Testimony Wednesday is expected to focus on those victim autopsies. Now, testimony today wrapped up with some ballistic evidence. Of course, we will be here to bring you the latest tomorrow, but they pick back up at 9:30 tomorrow morning. For now, reporting live from Morgan County, I'm Dallas Parker, News 19.
Dallas, thanks so much. Nice work today. By the way, it is important to note that based off of the public's interest, News 19 requested to have a camera inside court before the jury was let in for the day. Now, Judge Stephen Brown denied our request, citing protection of witnesses, jurors, and other people. Judge Brown also would not allow our camera to shoot footage through the windows, which is sometimes allowed. Cameras, by and large, are not allowed in Alabama courtrooms, despite them being widely used in other states, including other southern states.